let's get started then, shall we? Because we'll hopefully put some miles in today. So welcome. Let's roll some dice in anger, which is what I normally say to no one who watches this, but you never know. Someone might. If you do, please like and subscribe.
Yeah.
We
And
enjoy
to everyone
this.
who's not watching this, to everyone who is not watching this.
Yeah, and your mothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we enjoy it. So if you enjoy it, let us know. You never know. Someone out there might enjoy it as much as we enjoy it.
Yeah.
So it's unlikely. I'm Dave, the Dungeon Master. I'm currently playing the character of Orb as well. Beneath me is Sammi, who's playing Vorana. Top left is Mark, who's playing Heirnrich Cornelius Agrippa. Rock and roll. I still enjoy saying Heirnrich Cornelius Agrippa. I don't know if it'll get old or not. Last but not least is Lewis, who's playing Kairon Duskgrave.
I like titles.
Yeah. I could have actually used a photo. There's paintings of the actual Cornelius Agrippa, so I could have used a real picture of him, but the AI one looks a lot better.
Where was he from?
I think he was. I don't know if he was German or Austrian, around that area. A long time ago.
From Bradford, to be honest with you, Mark.
Yeah, a long time ago. I don't know if it's sort of 16 or 17.
I'll link it in Map Tool at some point. Oh, the campaign picture, by the way. I managed to find an old version of it and make it look a little bit sharper. You do the enhanced editing thing on the AI, which looks smart. So how we normally start the sessions is we play a round of the Mark game. The Mark game is simply Mark's going to nip off every now and again. We pause the game, so he's not going to be long. And when he returns, he's going to say 2 words. So do you wish to go now, Mark, and we'll take the words?
Yes, I shall return forthwith.
Right,
it's time for the Mark game.
Thank you, Lewis. I always need a sound editor. Okay, Lewis or Sammi, go for it.
A flatulent aubergine.
2 again, Sammi. Okay.
Decapitate.
Decapitate. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I sent... there's me thinking that you haven't got any food, but you have actually got cheese and wine, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Barrels of wine.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose, because the way I'd styled it, this stately home that you're currently in has been abandoned for some time. But, I mean, wine keeps for a significant time, doesn't it?
Yes.
Let me give you the spooky mansion that you're in, and we'll wait until Mark comes back before we actually begin the game. And also, I've discovered, hopefully I'll show it you without spilling it everywhere, dairy milk Biscoff. Cheeky.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I believe tonight I have.
Wow. Why not? Although the wife did nick my last can of Coke, which I'm gutted about.
Try and open it without the dogs coming in and harassing.
Oh, Mark. Have you got any Games Workshop projects underway at the minute, though?
Still on the Emperor's Children.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've stripped them down several times.
What? Couldn't get you?
Because I'm not happy with the paint scheme. Yeah, I painted it and gone, no, I don't like that colour. Ripped it off, done it again. To be fair, it's the bio strip. It's brilliant
about
stuff. Doesn't damage the models at all.
I had to quieten the inner courgette briefly, but I think I'm all right now.
Okay, thank you, Mark.
Oh, so close.
So, does anyone want to fire off a recap?
Well, if I recall, I just made a bag of holding, put the statue in, the two bits of the statue in it, and it seems to have made things much nicer. And the sun was just coming up, I believe, at the end, and we had a safe feeling.
Yeah. So all is well in the abandoned mansion. It is peaceful. The sun is coming up. The only thing that you got to eat is cheese and wine. But you've managed to equip yourself with everything that you need.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Is there anything that looks expensive wine-wise that we could potentially pocket?
In terms of,
we've got no food.
Yeah. Well, what I'll have is, did you want a long rest while you're in here? Is it time to do that? Yeah.
I haven't taken hits, but I would like to be able to use my infusion on my pistol to start with.
Okay. So what we'll do
rest.
is we'll have. You can have a long rest. I'm not going to ask you for any rolls. You don't even have to watch God, but you can also look through the rest of the house.
Yeah.
So
Definitely
what
do that.
I will ask for, because this is the other point as well. I was making it to Mark. If we're presenting this as if you're embracing the roleplay aspect of your characters, you barely know each other. So let's get into that a little bit. As you have a long rest, you can all roll investigation to see how successful you are in looking around.
Let's have a look. I've got +6 to that, so I better roll a 2. No, it's a 1.
I rolled a 2. However, I have a -2.
Yeah. I got 7 with a natural 1. That's not bad for a natural 1. But yeah, I've discovered my underpants again.
I got 17.
17, wonderful. So
I'm still wearing my underpants. It seems wicked. I always enjoy that.
What Kairon discovers is in the basement where you found the part of this statue. You find what looks like a secret entrance to a small room. So this is just Kairon finds this, but it's to sort of like it seems to be an alchemical repository. There's potions and acids and all kinds of fancy equipment in there that and also you find a bag of gems. There's specifically 2 gems that are worth 100 gold pieces each.
They might be useful for components for my creatures and things. Would anyone object?
No.
Oh, thank you very much. If we need them to buy food or die, then we'll sell them. So what was it again, Dave? Let me just add manage inventory.
2 gems.
Gems.
Standard gems.
So as
is it just gemstone, Dave?
Yeah.
You say there was some wonga in there as well, or just the gemstones?
Just the gemstone. There are various alchemical things that Heirnrich could use for his sort of his research for his alchemical bits and pieces. Vials of acid, not caustic enough to be used in combat or anything of that description. But it appears that the owner of this stately manor was had something to do with what you'd probably think of as natural scientists, natural science, or natural history. But here's what's going to happen as you're all investigating round, and Kairon discovers this as Heirnrich steps into this room. You, Vorana and Kairon, see that Heirnrich momentarily goes blank, and he just stands there and looks into the middle distance. Heirnrich, you have a flashback.
Yeah. Ooh.
To your previous life, that your memories return. But it only lasts for a second, and as you sort of blink and come around, you can see that Kairon and Vorana are looking at you.
Just had a bit of a flashback there. Sorry about that. What number was it, Dave, that I've just had?
We'll start sequentially, shall we? Just go with number one.
Okay. Yeah, I just remember myself at a very young age playing with chemicals, which probably wasn't a good idea, but I'm still here, so can't have gone that far badly, can it? It seems like I've been into this sort of technology science thing since I was very little. Anyway, sorry about that, folks. It's not very relevant. We can move on.
Well, my friend, at
I
least
can't
you're not
either.
having a stroke like I thought you were.
That's why you're wrong. As I pull my other hand out of my pocket.
A strong
Sorry.
hand.
No, I'm not actually doing that. Yes, so we just decided to do. We've just looked around the house. What was the plan?
Well, I don't think any of us are too sure, because you only seem to have some form of recollection of what you used to do.
Yeah,
I can't remember anything about my childhood.
maybe they'll come back. I say it seems that we've all remembered tiny bits to realise what we're good at. I'm sure you'll all get some manner of memories back soon enough. Anyway,
Do you remember your name at all?
Yes, I'm Heirnrich.
Not you, you moron. I'm talking to the lizard.
Oh, that's easy. Okay.
Vorana.
Ah, Vorana. Sounds like a nice wine.
Don't know about that. It might be better than some of the shit we found.
Yeah.
No. This stuff is good.
I'll
This
put a
stuff can
glass
be
down
used
and
for
go.
drinking and antiseptic. This is
Yeah.
good stuff to have.
I was quite enjoying it, to be honest.
Sorry, Mr. DM, would you like us to add any of this cheese and wine to our inventory?
You can have I'll say. You can have one ration each from the cheese and wine. I can't give you any more because you'll be constipated.
That's true. Cheese bound. It's never good.
Cheese bound. So while the other thing that you notice as you're having your conversation, you also notice orbs sort of still floating around between you all. And as Heirnrich gets his sort of absent moment, these sort of splashes of of colour of light dancing around orb seems to intensify briefly as he's just floating around, or it's floating.
Does anyone have any inkling to what this thing is doing?
No, I'm quite curious. It seems very timid, and it's certainly not dangerous. I'm sure I saw it helping us in that last little confrontation. Have we tried talking to it yet? Shall we try talking to it? See if it does anything.
You're more than welcome to. It didn't respond to me, apart from
I will approach Orb in a very sort of non-threatening manner. So no need to be afraid, little fellow. Nothing, no bad intentions and all that.
Okay. Go on,
Are you
Kairon.
all right there?
So it's it's sort of it's doing this thing where it's sort of floating. It's just bobbing in the air, and as you ask if it's all right, it just glows ever so slightly brighter.
Oh, I'll take that as a yes. Very good. Well, that's all sorted. What can you make noises at all? Do we know what we can call you?
It dims slightly and drops.
Oh,
and then goes back to,
okay.
goes back
I think
to neutral.
I think that's a no. Okay. Well, thank you for helping us earlier. And if you don't make a nuisance of yourself, you're very happy to come with us.
Okay, nice bright glow, bobbing around.
Yeah. See, he's happy now. Come on, then. Let's move on. What shall we? What were we going to? What were we doing?
I think we need to have a look outside at all these corpses. I'm curious.
Let's have a look. I'm hoping that we don't find any moving about.
Yes.
So it's now, we'll say it's a good, perhaps just 24 hours you've had to rest now. You've been looking around the mansion, just chatting with each other. So you're all kind of in the same predicament. You've woken up in the crypt. None of you had memories of why you're there. All you know is who you are, and you have muscle memory of what you can do, your abilities. So the sun is rising on day 2 of you being here, wherever you are. The door swings open of the mansion house, and surrounding it are perhaps 20 or so corpses, some skeletal, some with flesh on, some zombies. They all seem to have made their way closer to the mansion, but everything around the surrounding area now, it's, I mean, the picture's misleading now. It's a nice sunny, you would guess, spring day. The sun, as if you're looking at the mansion, seems to be to your right. So I'm going to suggest to you that from this is where we struggle with memory. You would assume that is east, to the right, as you're looking at the mansion. And the only other thing is you're surrounded by woodland, but there is a rough path leading in a southerly direction. It's not been used for a long, long time, or it doesn't appear to be. You can go all the way around the mansion itself. There's woodland surrounding it all. What do you want to do?
Is there anything of use on the zombies that are outside, or are they all wearing similar kind of clothing or anything? Or
yeah, we haven't got any money, so even coppers.
There's no money.
Oh, no, I am.
Yeah, there's no money, nothing of value, nothing of use. If most of the clothes that they were wearing have disintegrated or fallen off or are tattered, or just pure smelly.
Yeah, not good.
Can I wander? Sorry, Mark.
It's all right.
Can I wander back over to the crypt, please?
Yeah.
And I would like to have a quick look, just to see if I can see any names on gravestones or anything like that.
There were names, but all of them have been scribbled out. All of them have been defaced.
So there's nothing that would even tell me what the name of the place we're currently in.
There is a sign next to the manor, and it was a Grombrol manor. But even that is slightly defaced. But on the crypt itself, anything that looks like script or writing has been so badly defaced that it's impossible to tell what it was.
I wonder what it is. We all seem to come from very different places and professions. Something must connect us together. It can't be coincidence that we suddenly all found ourselves in coffins in the same crypt. Has no one remembered anything about? I mean, I can remember bits of my past life, but certainly no idea. Why would we be in coffins in a crypt?
No idea.
That's a fair, straight-up answer. At least it's not just me.
All I know is I want to find out who has done this and maybe put them in their own crypt.
Yeah, that sounds like a potential plan.
This is perfect time with a feisty dragon and an old senile man who's had a stroke. I suggest we walk down this path.
I'm still
This
having a
bit bores
stroke.
me.
You'll find if you pay close attention.
So I think we're going south.
Yeah.
Sure. So the path, as you start wandering south, it does eventually turn in a southwesterly direction. You, it doesn't take long. You pass from the grounds into woodland, but the path seems to continue on. The wood itself, who would probably know? Kairon would be the obvious choice. This is old, ancient woodland. This is the fact that there's a path through it seems out of character, out of place. This is dense, old woodland, very dark, and there's a strange, ominous feeling to both left and right as you're walking along the path.
I'll draw my shield and pistol, just in case.
Okay.
Can we like hear anything at all, Dave? Or can we see any tracks or anything for any beasts or
You could have, if you're going to have a quick shifty round, you can have a survival check. 11. Yeah, so plenty of beasts around. You do see large canine footprints. You see feline footprints. You see small humanoid footprints. But with 11, I'm not going to give you much more than that. You do see other tracks that you can't quite place. Every time you sort of see one, something distracts you. And you can't bring to mind what it would be, but they appear to be I don't want to say large and make it sound more threatening than it possibly is. So they're sort of imprints that seems to be moving at speed, is all I'll say.
Imprint
away from the house or towards the house?
It's indiscriminate because you've only rolled an 11,
Okay.
so there's no obvious direction. They go across the path and sometimes up the path. You do with an 11, you'll spot like a sort of a game trail where you'll see a deer and rabbit prints and all the rest of the usual woodland fare. And following those are these prints. It just seems like an indentation in the earth.
Okay.
Without specific features, if that.
So they don't look like hoof prints or feet or anything that we'd recognise.
No.
I think we're just going to have to carry on down the path, aren't we, for now?
Yep.
Would we follow these things? Maybe. What do you think? Can anyone track? See if we can find out what it was? Or where it went? Or anything?
Nope.
I think the problem that we've got is it's very indiscriminative, like they've said. So I don't think we're going to be able to follow a set of tracks. I think
In which case, let's carry on down the path.
yeah, that would make more sense.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Cool.
So carry on down the path. What kind of pace are you setting? Are you because it is kind of spooky either side? Are you putting your foot down now, or you're still on guard, taking your time?
I'd say I'd be hoping would be at a brisk walking speed. I don't do much else much faster than that, unless my underpants are on fire.
Okay. So there's there's no underpant conflagration currently happening. So as
that's all right.
You progress down the road, it's your best guess is the sun is going over. You're tracking the sun, and it seems to be following the same pattern that you're used to. There's nothing in terms of astral bodies. There's just one sun, and it seems to be going across the sky. It's relatively low, so you're pretty sure it's not summer, or all of you from the various worlds that you've been in. You would guess it's sort of springish time. After what seems
extra bouncy,
full on spring, what seems like sort of 5 or 6 hours, possibly in fact longer than that. So you're sort of force marching for a good amount of time. Your feet are starting to get sore, especially Heirnrich's. At the age of 50, your knees are playing up, Mark. Your knees are playing up.
My knees are sore. Any chance we could stop soon and sort of maybe have a little camp or something? I'm starting to get a bit sore. Sorry.
I do hope you mean your knees and you're not shaking in those
No,
my friend.
No, I'm all content in that department now. You'll be pleased to know. It's just the old knees.
Yeah.
Is that okay, or do you want to carry on a bit longer? I've probably got another 20 minutes maximum in me.
May as well fucking stop.
Okie dokie. Well, I think we need to set.
Help out the old man.
Yeah. I'm going to go behind a bush and pop out my old man. And when I'm finished, I'm going to come back.
Mark, you're 50. You're not going to be whacking off twice in one day.
No. I was just going to go urinate copiously like a powerful horse.
So you do sort of have a brief rest. You eat a little bit of cheese, drink a little bit of wine. We'll carry on for a short period, because after you've been walking now for 12 hours almost straight with a break in between. The woodland seems to end almost suddenly in front of you. It's that dense that you come out of round a corner in this sort of dirt trodden road into grasslands. But not only is it grasslands, just beyond the border of the grassland itself is cultivated farmland, and you can see in the distance a house, and there's smoke coming out of the chimney.
Well, maybe a good chance to see
We could ask some
where
questions,
the fuck we are.
couldn't we? Yeah, I was just thinking, maybe we could ask some questions. They'll think we're mad. They might be right. We don't even know. So I say we send the pretty boy there in to do the talking, because he seems to be better at it than me. Unless you want to do it, my dear, that's obviously completely fine.
Do I look like the sort of person that people would want to talk to without shitting a brick?
Yeah, that's why I suggested the other fellow. To be perfectly honest, I was trying not to be obvious about it, but reasonably scary. Reasonably scary. I'm very sorry. You're awfully big as well. It's anyway. Sorry. Yes. Elf fellow. Hello. I'll get your name eventually. Hello.
You've forgotten my name already. Not only are you having a stroke, you're also senile with your dodgy knees.
Would you mind be awfully nipping up to the? We'll come with, obviously, but would you mind knocking on that door? We don't think we've had a little discussion. We don't think it should be any of us. But we'll be
Perhaps
there.
it may be worth me having a scout first before we knock on the door.
If you wish,
I'll
sir,
go and have a shifty and report back if you stay here.
Yes, we will stay here waiting for you. Yes, keep an eye out. That sort of thing.
Thanks, leave me with the old man.
Actually, Dave, how far away is it?
The farmhouse. I mean, you're talking over the other side of sort of 2 fields. So where are we? Perhaps 500 feet or so, if not further. It's all open now.
I don't think we're going to be able to sneak in then if it's all open.
Well, what we could do, spring. Yeah, I mean, spring. The crops aren't going to be too high either.
I've got an idea.
Go on.
My suggestion would be that you two walk down the path as normal and act as a little bit of a distraction as I sneak around the outside. You two will draw a lot of attention, and then if I feel that it is safe, once I see what's inside the house, I will make myself known.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
That sound reasonable enough?
Yeah, that's fine. Roll your stealth then, Lewis.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, so I'm not going to stealth in scale. It's not going to be good.
Okay, so as you're stealthing round, give me a perception check as well then, as you're having a shufty.
19.
Nice. Yeah. So what I'm gonna tell you, I will say to all of you because it's relatively obvious as Heirnrich and Vorana are walking down the path, and Kairon, as you're having your recce round the side. These are very organized, well planted, well maintained fields, and you can see what looks like metal tubing running along the length of the field, and every now and again there's a junction with another metal tube running along. It would be something that none of you have seen before. With your perception of 19, as you're skirting round the side, you can see that these metal tubes are connected to right in the middle of the farm. Right in the middle of the farmyard, you go over a rise and you have a quick look. You can see that there's sort of like a large-ish body of water there. So it's a pool, but it seems unnaturally clear water, and the water itself is moving in an unnatural way. And as you're watching it, you see what seems to be like a water spirit of some description just rise, and another one rise, and they seem to join with each other, twist round and fall back down into the water. After you've seen that, the next thing that you would see as you become aware of something supernatural happening is you hear a buzzing, and you look around and realize that there are fey creatures all around you. There are insects, there are flies and bees, but there are also Kairon would be aware of this, so you'd have to report this back, but there seems to be sprites, pixies flying around as well.
Fucking pixies again.
And then your eyes are going to be drawn to what looks like a dwarf. He's round the other side of the farmyard building, and he's gathering hay. He's got a hay bale on his shoulder, and he's just in fact, no, it wouldn't be hay because it's mostly arable. So it's perhaps he's got a crate, a wheelbarrow full of what you suspect is fertilizer or something that's going to help the ground.
Shite, isn't it?
It is shite, and he's feeding it. I mean, this dwarf looks ancient, but he's the only humanoid that you've seen in the area. Everything else looks relatively calm and peaceful. There's certainly nothing that would suggest any aggression. Nothing to put you on edge.
Okay. So I think what I'll potentially do then is I'll try and liaise with the pair and basically relay that exactly what you've just told me, basically.
Right. So,
But make emphasis on there's plenty of Fae around here, and a single dwarf who looks older than you, my friend.
I'm not that old. God, everyone's going on about it. I'm middle-aged. Middle-aged. Right. Shall we go and try and be friends? So I don't know what else we can possibly do. I mean, we could ignore it and move on, but we don't know where we're going or anything. In fact, shall we go up and see what they have to say? We can at least find out where we are.
I'd like to ask if he has a map, or somebody could do that for me. Certainly, if he's older, he might die of a heart attack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We can find out all that. Right. Okay. Come on, you young chap. You can go knock on the door. We'll flank you in case of emergency.
My friend, I will be not the only one doing the flanking around here.
I've heard you enjoy a good flank.
Ryan is just
And
going
make
to
sure you
stand
bring
there,
that
just
orb
shaking
with
your
you
head.
as well.
Yeah. So the
And then they'll kind of like look at the group and go, "Orb, I like this name. We call you Orb."
Oh, that's a wicked picture, Dave.
AI.
The sun shining off his dome.
Yeah, it's isn't it? So as you approach, the dwarf looks up. It AI didn't like the word dwarf. Anyway, I'm diverging. I'm doing that thing. So this ancient dwarf, he groans as he leans up, and as he sees you, huge grin breaks out on his face, and he sort of dusts himself off. And he said, he'll wave because he sees you coming from quite a distance. And he'll, in common, he'll say, greetings. It's not every day that people come out of the woods that I didn't know have been in there. I'm Gregor. Nice to meet you.
I'm Heirnrich. We have no idea how we got in the woods. We were going to come and maybe ask you where are we?
Ah. Oh, okay. I've not had to do this for quite some time. So you don't know where you are at all?
Is that the dwarf or you saying that?
The dwarf, yeah.
No, we have no idea at all.
Right.
Well,
okay.
If I tell you what happened, you'll just think we're mad. So,
well, would you believe I wouldn't? But what this calls for is a table, a plate of food, and some drink. Come and join me, neighbours. Come on.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
And he turns.
My knees hurt so much, you know. Let's go and sit down.
Well, I've got some. Is it birch bark? That's I'll sort you right out, lad. It sorts me out. Don't you worry about that.
You're a good being.
He'll sort of motion to a couple of these pixies. He'll say something in a language that I don't think none of you can speak Sylvan, can you? No. And they sort of flitter off. The pipe works that you've seen, which is leading to this tank of water. He'll also say something in another language as well, another obscure language, and these water spirits will combine, and some of them will shoot off a lot, and it enters the pipe work, and you can see spraying crops through this pipe work as they go through into the farmhouse. The farmhouse itself, as he opens the door, is quite rustic, very basic, very functional. This is, as Gregor enters, he'll turn back to you and say, it is, other than my friends here, it is just me that lives here. You'll have to excuse an old dwarf for the bachelor lifestyle and all that. And you can see he's got his breakfast plates on the table still. He clearly hasn't washed up this morning. He wasn't expecting company at all, as he sort of looks a little bit guilty as he's clearing everything to the side. These water sprites, or these spirits, whatever they are, they return with jugs of water, jugs of ale. They float around. Meat appears. There's the large fireplace in the corner all of a sudden lights up, and as it lights up, you can see sort of two fiery eyes in there as Gregor sort of nods to the he'll say the fire spirit should warm us up quite nicely in the not too distant.
Is its name Calcifer?
Well,
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. He'll say, right, let's sit. So first things first.
Vorana will stand.
Okay, yeah. He seems like a cordial fellow, a sort of happy-go-lucky fellow. He's not bothered by this. But he'll say, so, as I say, my name's Gregor. What's your names?
My name's Heirnrich, Cornelius Agrippa.
Very grand name.
Vorana.
Nice to meet you, Heirnrich. Vorana.
Good to meet you. Good to meet you.
Pleasure.
I am Kairon Duskgrave. At your service, my friend.
I am at yours. So where to begin? As I've said, I've not had to do this for quite some time. This world is Mnemosyne. This is a world where memories are forgotten. Most forgive me. It's been some time since I've done this. The best description I can give you is anyone that enters this world loses their memory.
It's strange you should say that, because when we woke up in the crypt in the old house up there, none of us remember anything. We don't know what we were doing there, why we were there. We have no idea.
This happens to anyone that enters the world.
But coffins, though, is what any need.
Well, that's curious. I've never heard
It's
of that
outrageous.
before.
I was panicking in there.
I should imagine you
A
were.
little bit of wee came out and everything.
So you didn't come here through choice? Well, you wouldn't remember.
We don't know.
Yeah. Well, this is the enigma of Mnemosyne. People, I was born here. I am 300, I believe, 300 years old. My parents owned this farm before me. Yeah. So I've been here my whole life, the simple life. I haven't got all the answers to you, but everyone in Mnemosyne knows that if you leave and return, your memories will be wiped, which is why most people don't leave, or most beings don't leave.
So you've had to do this before?
Not for a long time, like I say. Yeah, we all have. Anyone in Mnemosyne, as you're growing up, one of the first things that you learn is this is a world of no memories. If you meet anyone who cannot remember, then tell them.
And where are we at this moment?
You are currently just north of a town called Lyceum. Which is Lyceum is where the main town where I go to sell my produce. The province, the to be honest, I wasn't much for schooling as I was younger, but the land, or the maybe country or continent, you might refer to it as Talia.
So when you say this happens before, the folks that come out of there with no memories, what do the other people normally do? Do they go into the town you're talking about? We really don't know what to do. That's the problem. We don't know why we're here, or if we wanted to be here, or anything.
Well, I wish I had answers for you. If the people that are here, and while you're here, you retain your memories. So we know. I do know. It's nothing to do. I'm a farmer. I'm just a simple farmer, but I do know, or the people of Mnemosyne know of the multiverse in general. They know of other planes of existence. We know of other worlds and other creatures and the afterlife. But if you leave and come back, your memories will be wiped. I really haven't got any other answers for you than that. I can't. No one, as far as I know, knows why.
I think our only option really would be to go wander around in the town. Is there anything that we ought to know before we enter? Any rules or strange customs?
Most people that, I mean, it's weird that you where you've come from and the crypts that you've. I've never heard of that before.
It was highly unpleasant.
I don't know if I'd keep that to yourself for now. It seems strange. Most people from outside enter for a reason. As soon as they enter, they forget. Some of them, they may discover why they've entered Mnemosyne. Some I don't know. I've never heard of such people. But in terms of rules,
sorry, you do go on, sir.
Yeah, it's okay. I believe that just treat people how you want to be treated. That's how I always live my life, and I've.
That's fair enough. So, would there be anyone there within the town that you may know of that may be able to help us in any way? Someone who can remember?
Possibly not Lyceum. Lyceum is just a market town. The capital in Talia is Modneri. That's further away. There's Portius between. It's a long way away to the capital, but I would guess that that's your best bet in terms of finding someone clever enough to give you clues.
Right. Well, if the other town is the same direction, what say we head there?
I'm curious about these fey creatures you have working for you. What is the setup here?
Well, they've been coming more and more often over the past few years. I've always been friends with the Fae. I mean, you don't want to know my troubles, but I've lived here by myself for some time, through losses, and they help. They're happy. As long as I'm looking after the land, all they want is to make sure that the land is prosperous and growing. They are little swines from time to time, but they're just helpful woodland creatures.
Very little buggers.
Did they come out of these woods that we just emerged from?
Yeah, in fact, there have been whispers of, well, they refer to it as darkness spreading, which is driving them towards me, which, I mean, I can't lie to you, I'm comfortable with. It's nice to have the company and the help.
Can you tell us anything about what's it called? Grombol Manor.
Yeah, see, that's the other weird thing. The Grombol Manor has been abandoned for a long time. If I think back, I had the Grumbrel family had relatives, distant relatives, turn up perhaps 20 years ago. I forget. It could have been even longer than that. And they found out through various documents, again, cleverer people than me, that they owned this manor, and off they went into the woods, and I never heard of them again.
So you don't even know what became of the manor?
No, I take it they're not still there. Otherwise, you'd have mentioned it.
So meet some unsavory characters in the form of zombies. That could have been them.
Oh, okay.
And some ghosty thingies as well. It wasn't very nice, I can tell you. I wouldn't go up. In fact, you can go up there now. I think it seemed a lot nicer when we left, which sort of sorted stuff out a little.
And don't forget that big fuck off cat thing. That was very interesting.
And there was the big cat thing, yeah, which we killed because we are, like, proper Kong, and you know what I mean.
I've heard tell of similar things before I was born. There was a war in the Mosony before I was born. In fact, my parents met during the war, and I was a war baby. They call it the War of Night and Day. But again, I'm not a learned man. My parents, they didn't want to talk about it much. All they told me was there were two factions. One had these abilities to summon undead, and and then there was the forces of light trying to combat them, and they did. I mean, I remember once my dad got a little bit tipsy, and he mentioned they were fighting over a specific memory and trying to erase a specific memory. I forget what it was, but yeah, it was a long time ago. That was 400 years ago, at least. But listen, this is all, and he's sort of, while all this is happening, he's making sure you've got enough to drink, enough to eat, and he's saying, "Listen, I know this is a lot. This is a lot for you. I can't imagine what it'd be like in your shoes to suddenly appear. But you're welcome to stay here for as long as you like. If you don't mind helping out around, you can stay here forever. As far as I'm concerned, there's plenty of rooms. You can sort of see as you walked over, there are outhouses that you could be comfortable here all of your lives if you wanted to."
Thank you for the offer, my friend, but I feel that I am not robust enough for this farming life.
Well, thank God for that. I thought it was going to be campaign over for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just settle down. Yeah.
And I believe my friend's knees wouldn't hold up.
No, I don't like physical exercise. Is very bad for you,
He will, as you're discussing it, as Vorana sort of stood. I'd like to think of you stood against the sink with your arms folded, with the sunlight on your back. And he'll turn to Vorana and say, "That amulet, I've seen something similar before. Did you bring that with you?"
And I'll look down at it and just hold it in my hands and go, "I woke up with it."
Noticed that? You woke up with it? Oh, how rude. I'd woke up with
I was
bugger all
wearing it.
except my pants. He didn't even get his pants.
At least I was covered.
So fair.
How do you know I did not?
I don't know what it is.
I don't know that. I don't know.
It feels familiar, but I couldn't tell you why.
No. Well, it feels familiar to me as well, but I couldn't tell you why. And he'll say, "Do you mind if I have a closer look?"
Yeah, and I'll take it off and hand it over to him.
Okay. So now you can see as he's holding this medallion, it is silver chain with a platinum dragon insignia on the end. It's a draconic face, emerald eyes, flashing eyes, and he's turning it over and looking and saying, "Yeah, I'm sure I've seen this before, but I couldn't tell you. Can't place where it is." And it's remarkable. The other reason that I was drawn to it is normally when people enter, they turn up with, as Heirnrich and Kairon have said, with, well, you're lucky if you get paisley underpants. Mostly it's nothing.
Yeah, he didn't even get anything. He tried to steal my pants as well, little bugger.
You nearly had a
Seriously.
coffin lid to the face.
Well, I sense the mood. He passes back your amulet.
Now just pop it back on.
Okay.
Buffoon.
So yeah, he'll say, right. Well, as dungeon master, I'll say, what do you want to do now? What's the next plan?
When is he going to the town next?
He wasn't due to go for until the end of the season, several months. But he will. If you're asking specifically, he'll say, "But you know what? I can make an exception. It's a 4-day journey, but as it turns out, I have an abundance of help, so I can come with you, show you around a little bit."
One thing else I will ask. Have you ever seen one of these before? And I'm going to point at Orb.
That's a good point. I forgot about him.
Yeah, me too.
Very quiet.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, Sammi, because I wondered what you were getting one of these before.
Yeah. He looks towards Orb and he'll say, "Well, no, no, I haven't actually. I just assumed that he was a manifestation of one of your abilities or some." No.
No.
No. He seems to be a little fellow in his own right.
Okay. He'll have a look over and he'll say, "Well, I'll tell you what. I have a way with these things," and he speaks in these other languages again. And you get sort of a similar response from Orb. You know, he'll either glow brighter and rise a little bit, or dim and drop down. And Gregor will turn back to you and say, "No, I've never seen it before. It seems to be intelligent, though. It seems to be wanting to, or trying to communicate with yes or no's, but I'm curious. It's not from the Bay Realms that I know of."
Yeah.
So it is. Go on. Have anyone got anything else?
No. I think we're possibly ready to. If we can, we can't even buy anything off him. We haven't got any money. I'll ask him, Dave. Cause I've got 2 pistols, so I'm going to take the other pistol out of my backpack. Say, sorry to be a nuisance, good sir. I don't know if this would be any use to you. We have no money. Would we be able to trade these pistols? Are worth a fair bit of money if you don't want it for yourself. Would you give us some rations in exchange?
Given the circumstances, don't you? It's very generous of you to offer. I don't want to take from you. You're going to have hard enough time adjusting to this new world. Listen, I've enough food for all of us.
Oh, you're a fine person, very much so.
So it would be perishable though, but you could certainly have pretty much as much food as you can carry. He doesn't have the facility to jar or tin or prolong the life of anything. It's just raw materials that he's got.
Oh.
So if we're comfortable, then what's going to happen now is there's going to be sort of a thud against the front door, and it's the stable door. The top of the door swings open, and you can see a sprite enter. And as it flies through, it sort of drops, and you can hear it communicate with Gregor. And he looks round, surprised, and he looks over all of you, especially at Vorana and Kairon. And he looks shocked, and he'll say, "I need your help."
What do you need, sir?
This is Schiffelpin. He's saying that Luna, the guardian of the forest, has been captured. I hate to ask this, but you clearly can handle yourself.
They can. I'm a bit of a gimp. Sorry.
Can I
yes,
prevail on you to assist?
I'm game if the other chaps are.
Why not?
Kairon will kind of like stand up from his chair a little bit and kind of dust himself off and go, "Well, come on then, you tossers, let's get going."
Cheeky bugger, isn't he? Right, come on.
Vorana's already walking out the door.
Yeah.
Okay. So he'll Gregor will say, "This all seems very strange," and he's walking with you and he's talking to you as Schiffelpim is trying to catch his breath. This little sprite on his shoulder, and he's saying, "Schiffelpim will guide you to the glade where Luna was last seen." He's saying that spiders have taken Luna. Luna is the guardian of the forest. It is everything. Luna is the forest. This has never happened. I don't know how this has happened. But Schiffelpim, and he'll sort of put his hand out as you might do to a small creature, and it pops. This sprite pops onto his hand as he puts this on Vorana's shoulder. And you can hear. You can speak Elven, can't you, Vorana?
I can as well.
Yeah, and
I think we all can.
Yeah. I do believe you all can. But Schiffelpin will sort of whisper now, and he's exhausted, absolutely exhausted, as he says, "We need your help. We need to go. We need to go now. If they kill Luna, then the whole forest will be lost." And Gregor will say, "You go, and make
Anything to ride on? Anything to ride on? If not, we'll have to use our feet again."
No, you'll be using your feet. You're going into thick forest as well.
Fine, old man.
Come on then, let's get on with it.
Okay.
I'm
As
just
you
going to
enter,
very quickly turn back
It's
to
not
Gregor
going to suck itself.
and just very quickly say to him,
I'll leave that hanging. We walk
Mark.
on. Yes.
"Shush."
Sorry.
Go turn to Gregor and go, "Has there been anything about undead being around lately?"
I've not. No, I've not heard anything about undead. The first time I heard it was when you mentioned it. There has been.
Go.
Okay. So Schiffelpin will point you in the right direction, and he'll be encouraging you to make haste. But here's the question: are you going to just blindly walk through this dense, thick, foreboding forest, or what are you gonna do?
I think we can't just leg it through, because I'll die probably. We'll have to go. I think we need to go somewhat cautiously, rather than just, but as fast as we dare, if that makes sense.
Okay. So you okay? So all the time,
A trudge.
A trudge.
We're going for it, or we're leaving the old man behind.
Well, he's staying behind anyway. He's left you now on the borders of the forest.
Oh, she meant me.
Oh right, sorry, I didn't realise. So as you go steadily through the forest, it becomes darker, and you start to notice webs. And it's
At which point I'll draw my shield and pistol.
Yeah, of course you do. And it becomes a lot more ominous. And Shifflepim, after walking through various game trails and going through various routes, Shifflepim, you can tell he's doing his best to try and guide you as best as possible.
Can I be hooked, like, kind of slightly back a little bit, just so if I can drop into stealth if I need to?
Yeah. Well, what we'll do is because you're going slow enough, as far as I'm concerned, that you can roll stealth now.
That's quite stealthy.
Does 25 do you?
Nah, it's too low.
Yeah, level 2.
Yeah, we need more.
So let me.
In a puff of fart, Kairon vanishes.
Karen. Oh. Thank you.
That's a really good noise.
Have you ever asked your Alexa to fart?
Yeah, it can do all manner of weird ones. I bet you were so happy when the kids discovered that, weren't you?
Well, they were happy. I know that
Have
much.
you ever told your Alexa to F off?
Yeah, she gets a cop on, doesn't she?
Yeah. She basically retaliates.
Yeah.
Huh. I
She shouldn't be
might.
so bloody useless, and people wouldn't tell her to fuck off all the time.
I might wait until the children are out before I do that. It doesn't take long until Shifflepim says to you, "That's the clearing in the pond. She was last seen here. It's just up ahead." What I'm going to do is I'm going to put you. Is the map loaded? Yeah, you're all on.
Yeah.
So you should have the map. What you can see in front of you is a large pool in the middle of this clearing. And it looks very, very deep. And 2 horse-sized spiders just walking round the perimeter of this pool. Shifflepim has alerted you enough that to slow down and be careful, so you've got into this position with no problem. With a stealth of 25, you can sort of move yourself around the perimeter a little bit if you wish, Lewis, as well.
What's the range on my gun? Very 90.
Okay, so what's the plan, folks? What do you want to do? This is all you can see for now. Shifflepim is sort of saying to you,
Buenos Aires, and I say, kill them all.
I don't know where Luna is. I don't know where they've taken her. She was last seen. She was brought here. I can still sense her coming this way.
You don't call her Lulu for short anytime, do
No.
No, different campaign.
So how far away are those bellends? That's 90 feet. That's exactly at my at maximum range, Dave. Doesn't that mean I'd roll at disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've essentially got movement. What do you want to do? Because what's the plan?
Well, I think we kill some spiders.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you starting the encounter from where you are? Did you want to get closer because you can make?
I'm going to move.
I'd like to attempt to get closer.
I'll try a stealth for a laugh.
Okay.
Do I need to roll stealth?
With your dodgy knees.
If you're trying to move anywhere, then you can roll stealth.
Yeah, 9.
You rolled twice, Mark.
7.
Yeah, disadvantage.
Disadvantage got you 7. Yeah. Let's roll initiative.
Yay! I was hoping you were going to say that.
There we go.
Oh, that's Paul.
Hang on. I'm on the
+6 for.
We are only level 2. It's okay.
Initiative. Am I there?
Everybody remember, though, if you want to, you are allowed to swap your initiative order with me.
Would you like me to? Is there an advantage for you being last?
No, it's only if I go first. So out of all of us, I've gone first anyway.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So yeah, I wouldn't do it just purely That's a natural one, so I get
what
+1 to initiative.
What I'm going to ask you to do, Lewis, is you can roll again, mate, because you're in a stealth position in the 2024 rules. That means you roll with advantage on your initiative, so you can roll that again.
Okay.
12. Okay. So
Still
what
better.
Kairon is going to see that the rest of you don't is there, other than the giant spiders, there are smaller spiders. And they haven't seen Kairon. What I'm going to do, Lewis, no, we'll keep you there. So this
I see
spider
the little spiders.
drops down from the trees and starts scuttling along the tree line, along webs to there. That's his turn. Giant spider number 1 is going to move.
Yeah.
I think they've got a movement of 30. Let me just double check.
Attack Vorana. She's strawberry flavour.
Yeah, it is 30. Oh, they can actually, I do beg your pardon, these little fellas can move 40, so it can get to within range of Orb, and it is going to attack Orb.
Oh, leave him alone.
You
Never
little
done no to
bastard.
anyone.
18, it hits Orb.
Oh.
For 6 points of slashing damage, and poison courses through Orb, so 13 points of damage.
Ooh. Poor little bugger. Can't we call him Lulu?
Nope.
No more.
Oh.
So the giant spider number 1 has had its move. Spider, where are you? There you are. That moves 40 to there. That one moves 40 to there as they're scuttling forwards. Got a lot to move. Number 3 is going to come round and enter Vorana's space and attack Vorana. That's 19.
Hit.
Yeah, that's 5 points of piercing damage, only 3 poison.
And I have resistance to poison.
Sweet. So you only take 1 poison. So Giant Spider 2, as you're watching, you would all kind of catch this out the corner of your eye. You're all still looking in this direction. This giant spider starts spinning a web, but it's around itself, mostly around its head and mouth.
So it's going full helmet.
That's going to be its turn. It's full helmet. Spider number 2 is going to move in towards Heirnrich and try and bite. Heirnrich
Number 2.
rolls.
Go on.
Rolls a natural 1.
Yeah, that doesn't get me.
It doesn't. Okay, that takes us to Kairon's turn. You're currently stealthed. What do you want to do?
Can I quickly go and invade Mongolia before my turn?
Yeah, go for it.
Right, chop up.
Okie dokie. I am going to do the one with the helmet. I'm going to attack that one, I think, Dave.
Sure.
Do I get an advantage because I'm in stealth?
Correct.
— 17
hits.
It's 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay, yeah, solid hit. Anything else?
Bonus action and ensnaring strike.
Okay. So it's got a strength save.
Strength save.
Rolls 19.
Yeah, it passes them.
Okay.
Don't think it does anything if it passes it straight away. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Sammi, Vorana's turn.
Bonus action, I would like to rage.
Okay, yes.
I'm instantly pissed off that these fucking spiders have just already started jumping out and biting us.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take attack. Take my axe to Wolf Spider 3.
Gotcha.
And
10, he's going to miss. This spider's very nimble. It dances out of the way. Anything else?
I can't do anything else.
Okay. Orb is going to have to disengage and stand behind. So its action is disengage, and then its bonus action is it's going to cast Healing Word on itself. You know what? It's actually going to cast Sanctuary on itself. So what you'll see is Orb backs away, and no, Mark. The Orb backs away, and this blue globe all of a sudden is surrounded by another globe, but this is more of a golden glow. Orb's on 2 hit points. Heirnrich's turn.
Right. I'm gonna have to. You've never seen him do this before, and he's going to reach into an imaginary pocket, which is actually part of the spellcasting, which will pull out a little vial of stuff and give it to Orb. I don't know how I'm just going to sort of pour it on him, but it's a cure wound spell for 2d8 plus 4.
Oh, nice one.
So that's 12.
12. That's the amount of damage you took, I think. Oh, well, nearly. But yeah, thanks, dude.
I don't think I can do anything else.
So
bonus
Orb now, as it starts bobbing up and down, the colour changes. These spots, they're sort of like a red ripple in them. It's
you're getting pissed.
Yeah. Any bonus actions? Any movements?
No, I can't do anything else.
Okay, let's do a bunch of wolf spider goes then. So this one's going to move into. It's going to move into Orb, and it needs to make a Wisdom check to see if it can attack.
I imagine they've not got the best sort of chess skills or anything. So
no, but it has rolled particularly well, so it is going to attack Orb, but it misses. Giant spider number 1. You know, giant spider number 2 that you hit, Lewis. It passed its thing, so it can move, can't it?
It does have a 10 feet restriction there because of the slow mastery.
Okay, so giant spider number 1 is going to back off, and it starts doing what the other one did now, and it starts spinning a web around its head. Giant wolf spider number 1 is going to attack Heirnrich. 18.
That hits me, bugger.
Okay, that's 6 points of piercing, 6 points of poison.
12.
Original giant wolf spider is going to move into Heirnrich.
Yep.
16.
Misses.
Okay.
Fuck for that.
Giant wolf spider number 3 is on Vorana. Yeah, that's 24 to hit.
Fuck.
So you're raging now, however, so that's 5 points of piercing damage, which you're resistant to now, aren't you?
2. Yep.
Yeah, but it's maximum poison damage
Sammi,
H.
get your cleave on as well.
But that does
Say
reduce.
that again, sorry, Dave.
8 poison, but you're resistant to poison.
That's reduced 4.
Yeah. So spider number 2 is going to move into. So it's got 10 feet reduced.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to dive into the pool, the pond, and swim underneath the water. And you can no longer see it.
Great.
Goes for spider. Number 2 is on Heirnrich. That's a hit, Mark. 22.
That's it. I'm down. Don't have to roll.
Yeah. So 6 points of damage and poisoned takes Heirnrich down. This spider jumps on top of Heirnrich and buries him to the floor, jumps on top of him. Go for spider number 5. Moves into Vorana. That's going to hit 24.
Yep.
That's 4 points of piercing.
Is
And
that
3.
reduced?
Yeah. Everything's reduced. So yeah, if I'm saying piercing, slashing, or bludgeoning, then you automatically reduce it. And similarly, if I say poison to you, 3 points of poison, you go ahead and reduce that as well.
Take that. Well, you go, yeah.
Okay, Kieran's turn.
Resistant to hamster.
I'll bonus action Hunter's Mark on Giant Wolf Spider 4.
Yep.
And I'm going to go with my longbow.
Go for it.
22.
Nice. Come on, Luce. Take some names.
7 points of
Plus-
piercing.
Oh.
4 points of force damage.
How does that one die?
It pretty much just fires an arrow straight through it and pins it to a tree.
Nice. Like it. You needed your what's it damage, just so you know. Anything else from you, Luce?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to there.
Okay. Vorana's turn.
I'm going to attempt Reckless,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to attempt Cleave as well.
Yes! Come on, Sammi.
Yeah.
Come on, you bastard. 23.
23 hits. Which was your main target?
Main target was Wolf Spider 3.
Spider 3. Gotcha. Okay, damage.
Oh no. 5. And then what does it do for Cleave? Within 5 feet. On a hit, second each takes touchdown. But without the ability. So I would like to give 1 point of damage to just Giant Wolf Spider, please.
Just one?
Yeah, so it doesn't have my modifier.
Yeah, but you get
Which
to roll
was
your
like-
D12. Just don't get to add your strength modifier.
On the hit, second creature takes the great extra damage. But without. Oh, okay, so I can just roll a d12 then.
Yeah.
Is it D12 plus 1 then?
If it's a +1 axe.
Oh, right. So it's just D12. Right.
So
Yeah.
mine's +4. So.
Yeah, you in fact you get your proficiency bonus, I think, probably. It just says you don't get your ability modifier. So that means that's strength. So you don't get your strength bonus, but you get any other bonuses. So it's actually your proficiency bonus is it +2?
Do you have to roll to hit?
So
because we need to we should know this, shouldn't we? Hold up.
She rolled to hit before.
So if I hit a creature automatically and I use Cleave, it automatically hits the. No, you can make a melee attack within 5 feet.
Yeah, you have to roll to hit again for a second attack.
Yes, I do. So roll again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning. 13.
Right, I'll read it in a second. 13 is exactly what you need to hit. Right, so I'm healing that 1 damage, and then how much damage are you doing?
So, what do we say? D12.
On a hit, the second
Should be
creature
12
takes a
then.
great axe's damage, but don't add your ability modifier to that damage.
Yeah, so it's just
So if mine-
-1. If your strength gives you +1, it's your normal damage -1.
Why are
Yeah, my
you minusing
strength's-
one?
Because you don't get the strength. So if oh, I'm making things worse, I'll shut up.
You don't add your ability modifier to that damage, so you roll in d12.
Just roll a d12.
It should be plus.
Yeah.
I assume you get proficiency modifier though. It doesn't say you don't get
You
to add
don't
that. It's
get
just the
proficiency.
ability.
You don't get proficiency modifier to damage.
Oh no, I meant to hit.
8. We're taking
8.
8.
Right. So go.
Yeah,
Right. So Orb now is going to cast Healing Word on Cornelius.
what a
Heirnrich
guy.
Cornelius Agrippa.
Yeah.
So Healing Word, you're going to be. It's poor. It's 7. It's better than nothing. Then
Yeah,
it's
it's
going to
damn
use
sight
its
better than nothing.
action to cast Holy Word on one of the. It's a 10, so it does miss. That takes us to Heirnrich Cornelius Agrippa.
Right. Oh God, I don't. I'm probably going to have to heal myself again because if it hits me, I'm doomed. And there's about
Okay.
1 million of them.
Any bonus action?
Oh, I'm gonna have to heal, aren't I? So I'm gonna have to use my last spell slot. I doubt I'll be attacking this combat ever.
So no bonus action. So giant
I haven't
spider
got
number
any bonus
1
action.
is going to dive into the pond, into the pool again. Spider number 1 is on Cornelius. I'm calling you
I'll
Cornelius
spend a
now,
luck
Mark, for
point.
some reason.
I'll
Okay,
give
so
him
it's
I'll
disadvantage.
spend a luck point, get disadvantage.
Okay, disadvantage is a 1 to hit.
Right.
Ghostwall Spider, original Ghostwall
I'm back on
Spider
full hits anyway.
is going to attack Vorana. Misses with a 9. Ghostwall Spider number 3. This is Vorana's nemesis. He's going to roll 16.
Fuck you.
So 4 piercing.
So I reduce that to 2, yes.
4 poison. That's gone.
Reduce
Ghostwall
2.
Spider 2 is going to attack Heirnrich.
Yeah, I'll spend my other luck point.
Can you? It's not you can't do once per turn, is it?
No.
No.
Let's have a look. When a creature rolls a d20 for an attack roll against you, you may spend
Okay.
1 luck to impose disadvantage.
So it would have hit if you weren't for the disadvantage. So 15 misses you. Your AC 17.
Yeah.
Wonderful, Mark. That's Spider number 5 is going to attack Vorana. 14 to hit.
Just hits.
Oh no!
Vorana's blinking. So 4 piercing, 5 poison.
We haven't even killed any of them
Kairon.
yet.
I am
that
going to
3? Sorry,
move
Dave.
my Hunter's Mark with the bonus action to Giant Wolf
Yeah.
Spider 5.
Sure. What did you say, Sammy? Sorry.
Sorry, would that be 3? 3 or 2 damage for poison if it was 5?
Always rounded down.
Fine.
Yeah. So just 2. Oh, nice. Anything else?
No. Actually, bear with me. Yes, actually, to there.
Okay. Vorana's turn then.
Reckless.
Yes. Always
I'm going
reckless.
Always reckless, and I'm going to cleave again. If
Yeah.
I can. Oh no.
No,
10.
you're not.
Yeah, that's
This
a miss.
is that's a miss.
We
So-
do.
Yeah.
I think, folks. I think this is TPK. Except, well, you know, it's not. Lewis will be fine. He'll just bugger off.
So Orb is going to cast Healing Word on Vorana. That's 11 to heal. And it does mean he can have an action as well. So he will target Spider, the original Ghostwolf Spider.
Come on, you little Larry bugger, give it some
Oh.
pasty, lad.
13. I think that's exactly what he needs to hit. It is. Will it kill? Will it kill? It will kill. 3 is exactly what he needs to kill that one.
Yeah.
That takes us to Heirnrich's turn.
How does it die, Dave?
Thank you very much. Thanks for asking, Sammi. So these red ripples, one of these red ripples, as it ripples, it retracts the red ripple and it spins around to the front and poof, this red ray of rage hits this Ghostwolf spider and the spider clamps up and just falls to the ground and twitches.
Yes.
Thank you, Sammi.
There were so many R's in that sentence, it made my head hurt. The red ripple of red rage. The ripple.
Right. Is it my go? Did you say, Dave?
Yes, mate.
Or is it? It is. All right. I would like to, if possible, holster the pistol. I'm quite happy to use a bonus action to draw my quarterstaff and smash that nearest spider in the face.
Okay.
Because I want to get disadvantage with a pistol, aren't I, at close range?
Yes.
Point blank. Right, here we go then. So this is using True Strike. As if all my attacks are you going to use it because it's got no reason not to.
Sure.
So here we go. Natural one.
Okay. That takes us to
That's
he's gone. I'll tell you what, let's move that on. Remove that. Go for spider number 1 is on Heirnrich.
Yep.
Attack against you, Mark. It's going to be 14.
No.
Okay. Ghostwolf spider number 3 is on Vorana. This is the nemesis spider. It's going to be 12 to hit Vorana.
Miss.
That's got to miss, yeah.
Actually, no, because it's attacking with advantage because you're reckless, which I forgot last time.
Yeah.
The second attack is 14, so that does hit.
It does hit.
Okay, so that's 6 points of piercing and 5 points of poison. Ghostwolf spider number 2 is going to attack on the Heirnrich.
Yeah, go on, give it some.
13.
No.
Okay, and then we've got one with advantage against Vorana again. 17.
Oh.
Which is 5 points of piercing damage and
So that's
3
2.
points of poison.
And that's 1.
Lewis, Karen's turn. I know I'm trying to make it dynamic by going quickly.
Yeah. No,
Right.
this is going really fast to say you've got so many. Yeah, we're not going to hurt things. We're just going to keep missing.
Level 1. Okay, any movement or bonus?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Vorana's turn.
Reckless.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, at least you're hitting them though. You know, they're going down.
Well, I did completely miss with one, not reckless.
Me and the elf chap have been fecking shite. Keep missing.
20 hits. Was
20.
this number 3?
Number fucking 3.
Yeah, roll your damage, Sammy. Come on. Don't roll a 1. 6 is exactly the amount of hit points it's on. How does that die?
Yes.
Take it. And as Vorana's sort of just been fucking dancing around, just trying to smash it, she's just gonna fucking put great axe straight fucking through the middle of it. And then she's gonna swing round with cleaves and fucking try and get the next one as well.
Do it. Do it.
Oh, that's got to be a natural 20, surely.
So
There it is.
2d12.
Yeah.
Roll 2d12.
Yeah.
I think we've got an MVP, folks.
21.
How does that one die?
Out of 24. That's amazing.
So as I've brought the axe down through the middle of the first one, I'm just gonna slide across to the other one, and it's just gonna go straight through the middle of it,
Nice.
leaving its eyes on the top of the blade.
Oh, awesome.
I'll look at Vorana with a little bit of fear and a little bit of awe.
I'm that frightened. I'm named
I
a wee. I'll
fucking
be
hate
back in a second.
spiders!
I don't want to piss her off. Bloody hell.
Has anyone seen what happened to this Kairon fellow?
We've still got 2 spiders, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. They're looking at you.
They are looking
Rather
at me. And there's still the ones that are in the wall.
Yeah. I might move actually. I'm going to move up to where that other spider was.
Yes.
And it can have the choice between us at least. I don't know what your hit points are, but I am maybe slightly less likely to go down.
I'm at 17.
Oh, you have more than me then.
Sorry about that. Right, Orb's turn.
No spell slots though.
So, Orb, you can tell he's kind of holding back. He's not throwing everything into this. He has, he's used everything anyway. So he's going to throw his light towards one of the spiders. Hits it.
Yeah, go on, lad.
Maximum damage, and it's going to be not enough to kill it, but it helps Heirnrich's turn.
Right, the one that's just taken hits.
Yes.
I'm gonna go in. Let's have
15 hits.
Right, so D6 plus 4 bludgeoning damage. 9.
Okay, so with your true strike, how does that die?
Well, I'll keep it as bludgeoning because it lets you do that. You can pick whether it's normal or radiant. It's just going to be smash the staff right on it with a look of horrible little buggers.
First time killing something here.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy that at all. Right, and that will be me done. So I have no bonus action,
Okay.
nothing whatsoever.
That spider is going to try and retaliate by attacking Heirnrich.
Bring it.
You've killed his broodmate, 17.
Yeah, your mum. Yeah, that just gets me fecker.
Did you not have the option for shield on the Artificer?
No.
4 points of piercing and 8 points. 12 damage mark.
12. That means I'm nearly dead again.
Yeah. Kairon's turn.
12.
Now,
7, 6,
Can I
come
use
on.
my action to hide, please?
Action to hide.
Yeah, I'm gonna run away as well after this. After this spider dies, I'm not going any further.
Any bonuses?
When
Is it an action
when I
to
get
hide?
hit again, I'm dead.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. 18.
Okay, you are hidden.
Cool.
Anything else?
No, I'm just going to stay where I am for now.
Okay, Vorana's turn.
Reckless.
Yes.
Smash 2.
Yeah.
always have to be there. 24.
24 hits. Roll your damage.
14.
How does that die?
That's a nice top there. That's a nice chunk of
I just
damage.
want to stamp on it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
They're horrible.
Just stamp on its head.
Horrible little furry buggers.
So as the last one dies, Schiffle Pim now is still clinging on to Vorana's, look, perhaps onto your horn as you hear it in your ear saying, "We must go. We must follow the large spiders. We must go. We must save Luna."
No chance. Sorry, bye. We can't survive. We've nearly got eaten by spiders. My batteries are empty already. I have nothing, so I'm not going to fight more spiders. Sorry.
So Luna starts glowing now, and the red sort of intensifies, and Luna will start moving. Sorry, not Orb will sort of fly in response to this, pulsing towards the pool, and then back to you, and then back to the pool, and back to you, and back to the pool.
He's trying to.
I'm going to start.
Yeah, there's something about the
moving
pool.
towards the pool, but I'm going to say to Orb first. Have you got anything left to help us out?
Orb dims and drops.
I can cover you from land. That's. I'll cover someone from the land. So I can't afford to engage.
And then we're going to turn around and go, "Where's that little elven fuck gone?"
Still on your shoulder, still talking to you.
No, Kairon.
Oh, right. Sorry.
But yeah,
I'm hidden, and so I'd probably approach the pool, but in a stealthy way.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking approach the pool.
So you can see it's a relatively clear pool, and just as you approach, you can see the last spider sort of pushing off as it seems to go into a cave underneath this part of the pool, and then it disappears and swims underneath.
Okay.
I don't know. If I get hit, then it's over for me. If I get hit at all, and I've got no luck, no spells.
Okay.
Currently, I have a healer's kit. I'm just like looking.
I may have to go and eviscerate my orangutan just quickly. I shall not be very long.
He's so wording on something.
He's so negative. Oh, it's a TPK.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to appear behind Heirnrich and touch his shoulder and like whisper to him and go, "Do not worry, my friend." And I'm going to cast chameleon skin on him.
It might be worth waiting
so at
until
least
he's back.
He can use his bonus action to hide if he needed to now.
Okay. Cool.
And then I'm going to walk towards the pool.
Okay.
Do you think the old man can swim?
No.
So I assume we've got that the spiders have completely disappeared into that cave. Can't see
Completely
nothing.
disappeared. Yeah, they've swum underneath into what looks like a cave that goes under. But you also see Orb now floating around the edge of the pool, and he's going back to you, back to the pool, as I've said. And you very much get the impression that it's ready to to dive in and light the way for you.
Do I get to recover any of my arrows?
You can. How many did you shoot?
I'm gonna shoot. I'll tell you.
Sorry, I'm a bit longer than I meant to be. I've lost my whatsits. I found a
3.
3. You can have 1 back.
One's better than nothing.
1's better than nothing.
Mark, I've cast a spell on you.
Oh, what did he do?
Well, I've given you chameleon skin. So basically now anything you wear, carry, slowly shifts its hues to match its surroundings.
Oh,
So you can take the hide action as a bonus action on each of your turns.
yep, that sounds like an absolute plan. I'm at disadvantage, but for the stealth roll, but still better than
It's
now.
more for if we get into combat, at least you've got like a little bit of a backup. But we
Yeah.
need to get going because it's a short half-life.
Yeah. Okay, so are we going? We may as well.
Yeah,
aren't we?
I'm just
Sod
jumping
it.
in.
Yeah. Oh, my gunpowders are going to get wet. I'll seal the. Imagine they're being wax paper. So
Put
Bag
it
of
in your bag
holding.
of holding, it'll be fine.
I'll put everything. Yeah, I'll put them in the bag of holding just temporarily, and my robe as well, and jump in.
Okay. Just make sure. There we go. That's right. What's going to happen now is, as you dive in, you can see this this cave underneath the water as you swim down, and you emerge, gasping for breath, in this. It's only a short corridor, but as you jump out of the water, ready for anything,
I'm not ready.
let's roll initiative.
Oh.
So in front of you, in this cave filled with webs, you can see the 2 giant spiders that have fled from you, and you can also see these strange humanoid creatures, but with spider features, mandibles click-clacking.
Does it benefit me to go before you, Lewis?
Hmm?
Does it benefit me to go before you? Or at this moment, does it not matter?
Not really matter.
No. That's fine.
Um,
Are we past 10 minutes or are we still under 10 minutes?
You're still under 10 minutes. And you can also see, trapped in a large web, you can see a unicorn. One of these eticaps is taunting and teasing this unicorn. As rolled for orb. On Vorana's shoulder, you Shifflepin will say to you, "Get close to Luna. Luna will heal you. Go to Luna." And you all hear that. Kairon's up.
I'm very much last.
I'm going to move to here. I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark on Giant Spider 2.
Come on, Lewis.
And I'm going to have a shot. Come on.
Come on, Lewis.
25.
25 hits, and your damages. 7
plus 5. 7 piercing, 5. 4.
12. Yeah, Matt's left me for a brief period. It's not quite enough to take it down, but it's severely injured as it's doing that shell thing where it's clack, 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 clack. Any movement? Any further movement? Anything else from you?
No, not for now.
Okay. Okay, this is the first time I've played with an Ettercap in 2024, so it will will it do? Okay, so it's going to shoot webs from its. It's a disgusting sight. It's almost vomiting forward these webs. It has to be 30 feet, so it might need to get closer. Yeah, it's cap 2, isn't it? So closer still. It moves to there. As these webs shoot out from it, I would like Kairon to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
18.
Yes, Louis, good man. So, yeah. So this strand of web shoots towards you. Do you want to just dodge out the way, or do you want to do anything fancy with it?
I can imagine him kind of like doing a backflip, and as he's doing it, he sticks his finger up at him and kind of goes, "That's right, fucker."
That's what I'm talking about.
Almost like a Legolas pose where he's like,
yeah. Vorana's turn.
Let's have some big action.
I am gonna run. Is that in range, Dave?
No.
Of giant spider?
Oh yes, actually, that's exactly in range.
Is it just in range?
It's just in range.
Just in range.
Oh yeah, I accidentally moved myself very slightly. I was there.
Reckless.
Of course.
Oh,
Oh dear. 10.
Yeah, this spider knows what you're about. He moves out of the way, dodges out of the way.
did you get luck as well, Sammi?
None.
So the other giant spider is cautiously moving towards Kairon. So it has, it similarly, as it's moving forwards, is going to shoot a web out towards Kairon as well. So another dexterity saving throw, please, Lewis.
"13."
Is exactly what you need. How does he dodge out the way for a second time?
He jumps through the way, and as he does it, I suppose he kind of blows a kiss at it, and he goes, "Ugly bastard."
Okay, so the other giant spider has an advantage attack against Vorana. She's going to be 20 to hit.
Ding, son.
Yeah, that's 8 points of piercing and 9 points of poison.
Okay, just.
Okay. Ethicap number 1 is going to sort of skirt round, use its sticky web ability on Heirnrich. Dexterity saving throw, please, Mark.
As if I'm going to pass this. No, well.
12 is exactly what you need. How did you want to dodge this?
I would have just jumped aside going, oh!
Okay. Orb now is going to move sort of, as he's want to do, move into a sort of defensive position. It's going to shoot its beam towards Giant Spider 2. 15 hits. Oh. 1 point of damage and it's on 2 hit points. That's so annoying.
Oh.
Right, it's the unicorn's turn. It's tied and it's bound. It can't do a great deal. No, it can. It is, as it's looking up, you can see the intelligence in its eyes. Vorana, in your head, you can hear this very calming, almost regal voice say to you, approach me and I will see you well. But you gain 11 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
And your AC is increased by 2.
That's lovely.
Okay. I mean, strictly speaking, that's one of its legendary reactions. So it should only be able to do that after someone's turn, but we'll incorporate it into this. But he's very much you get the impression he's saying approach, and also through to Heirnrich, he's saying to you, or she's saying to you in this telepathic speeches, touch me and you will be healed. Easier said than done, as Heirnrich gets a turn.
Okie dokie. I can't see anything in there, Dave. I can't even see the people.
That's because... Yeah. Tell you what we'll do.
It's because the lady loves milk tray. There's only me and you probably old enough to get that reference.
Right, so that is Orb's light spell, his radius. Just so you know, Luna's there. Now you've moved to there, is that correct?
Yeah, but I'm going to... Oh, God, I can't move past without getting there. So, I've still got some movement. While I'm there, I'm more than 5 feet away, so I'm going to shoot the spider there.
Go for it. Roll to hit.
So, excuse me. Come on, sorry. Look, it's not a spell, idiot. Right, here we go.
24 hits.
24.
It's on 1 hit point mark, but you can roll your damage if you wish.
I will anyway, yeah. For now. 14. It would have been. That's just splatters everywhere.
Okay.
And then I'm going to finish my movement. Which, how far to move? 5.
5. You've got 5 left.
Alright, so I'm going to move. 5.
Okay. That takes us to Karen's turn.
You do have your bonus action as well, Mark.
Oh yeah, bonus action hide. Sorry, yeah,
Okay,
bonus action hide. If I can.
Sure.
Do you want a stealth roll?
Yes, please.
Right. No. 9 is not very good.
Wisdom, yeah. Okay, Karen.
I am going to bonus action Hunter's Mark on Etacap 2.
Got you.
Attack. 24.
24 hits.
11 points of piercing damage. 4 points of force damage, and its speed's reduced by 10.
Gotcha. Nice. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna I think I'll move to here.
Okay. So sensing blood, it's got a choice of 2. It's going to move into Heirnrich to start off with. It's going to take a bite at you. Rolls a 9.
Oh, it's missed.
And then as it tries to bite you, it's going to try and claw you as well for 8.
No, that missed as well.
Okay. That takes us to Vorana's turn.
So I'm going to squidge around. I say squidge around.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna like move around the spider.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a whack anyway.
Okay.
Reckless.
Yeah.
With Mickey attacks. 23.
23 hits.
For 15.
Solid hit. It's still up.
And that was movement as 20. Does that get me in range if I was to move my last 10 feet out of
Yes.
range?
That's.
Will that get me to the unicorn?
Yeah, in fact, you could stay there and you'd still be within range where I'd need you to be, but it does provoke opportunity attack from the spider.
That is fine. I will take
Okay.
it.
So the giant spider will attempt to bite you with an 11.
And it misses.
Yes, tidy.
You've got advantage, Dave, unfortunately.
Okay, thanks, Mark.
I didn't
But the advantage
No.
attack was 11, so it does still miss it.
Yeah.
That takes us to the giant spider, though, who will try and close in.
That is fair.
And that's an advantage attack again, so 16 is going to hit, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So bite damage is going to be enough. It's going to be 10 bite damage, and then poison on top. So Vorana's down.
Not just.
Etiquette
So I've
number
got my-
1.
Oh,
what,
what
sorry?
about me temporary hit points?
Oh, dude. Yeah, you had temporary hit points. Yeah, you're not down then, are you?
I had 11.
Sweet.
Have you put me down to... Oh, no.
No.
I can't get
No, I
back.
haven't.
So I've
No,
just...
you still be up.
Yeah.
I think.
I've just taken it down, but it didn't add on me points. I thought it was going to a minus. Oh, this is rude.
Yeah. Oh, shit. You can work it out, Sammy. So it was only 2 poison. So you've taken 6 basically.
Right,
So
so
she's still
I'll
got some
actually
temporary hit points as well.
Yes.
Yes, I'll actually now have 10 left. So if I change my current to 10 and then
Okay.
remove my temporary hit points.
So the Etiquette's going to attack Orb. First attack's going to hit. So it's 8. Plus 1, 9. Second attack. Gonna hit. 9 plus 4 is 13. Orb now is the light is just flicker, and it seems to be floating to the floor. It's still shining, but Orb is severely injured. It is going to disengage and head towards Kairon. Right. Now, what's going to happen is the unicorn is going to cast Cure Wounds on Vorana. So that's its bonus action, would you believe? And its spellcasting modifier is, so you get 13 hit points back as it's tied in this web. It uses its horn to break a little bit of the web, and it lowers it down as it touches onto Vorana's shoulder. You get 13 hit points back.
Thank you.
But it can't do anything else. It's still restrained, so it's still stuck where it is for now. Just having a look. No, I'm not going to let it do anything else for now. Heirnrich's turn.
Right. I'm going to scoot around here and up there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get to hit me.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm going to shoot giant spider number 1. So,
Okay, that's
so don't
roll
get
with
advantage on that one.
Roll with disadvantage.
Oh, is it because it's still next to me? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, done. Okay, I'll shoot the one next to me instead.
Or you
Oh, I could use my
okay.
bonus action to draw. Yeah, I'll draw my staff for bonus action and
Sure.
hit it with that instead.
Okay.
So that's going to be 22.
22
Nice.
hits.
D6 plus 4. 7.
Nice. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, I can't hide. I'm in melee combat. I can't hide, can I?
Okay.
Oh, no, I used my bonus action anyway.
Yes, you did. So now, in your head, again, you're going to hear the voice of Luna say to you, "You saviors, you've come to save me."
We have.
As you get, it's poor. You get 5 temporary hit points, but your AC's increased to 2 until the unicorn's next turn.
Oh, so I'm on 19.
Karen's
and how many
turn.
temporary did you say?
5.
Sorry,
5.
5. Right.
Does that mean that my temporary points have gone, Dave?
Did
don't
you
think so.
take all of them?
No, she didn't.
No.
She had some left.
No. They stay.
So
Bow's not going to hit the Etacap, is it?
Sorry, I'm just unicorn did itself on one of the creatures. The target gains and add its. Oh, it does. Yeah, sorry, Sammy. They have gone. Yeah,
that is fine.
12 does not hit an Etacap, I'm afraid. No, it's not your day, Lou, is it?
No. I'm gonna stay there, I suppose.
Okay. Etacap on Heirnrich is going to bite you. 14 to hit.
Nope.
And claw of 7.
Nope.
Vorana's turn.
I am going to smash Reckless.
Go for it.
Oops.
Cool.
Do that separately, apparently.
Yeah. Well, 20 hits just to see if you get a crit.
Say that again, sorry.
Roll a normal attack just to see if you get a crit.
Yeah, that's what I've done it twice. So there's a 12 and a 20.
Pardon. Yeah, 20 hits.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Your damage is
small and furry like a baboon.
13.
13.
How does that one die?
Yeah, it's another one down.
As I go down to slash it, I'm going to just cut in between its head and its abdomen and just chop it in half.
Nice. Yeah. Any movement?
I would like to go there, please.
Sure. So Etacap number 1 is going to charge in to you. It will get its advantage attacks then. So
that is fine.
Bite is going to be 22.
Thanks, sir.
So that is 7 points of piercing. 1 point of poison, which you have to take.
Yep.
And you have the poisoned condition until the start of the Etacap's next turn.
Do I?
Yes. Second attack. Oh, unless you're resistant to poison. Does it say anything about the condition? I don't think it says anything. It's just resistant to poison.
It says damage resistance.
Yeah. So second attack is 23, which is going to be
Dave, these are hard for level 2.
Further 7 points of slashing damage. As Orb takes his turn, he's going to fly.
Hello.
Have you seen my yogurt spoon, sir?
Stay away from the offending creature as much as possible. It's going to shoot its holy word. Word hits for 2 points of damage. It's better than nothing against the Etacap that's already injured. Luna's turn. Nothing's within range. Heirnrich.
Right, I've completely forgotten. I've got my daily use of magic missile straight in its face. The thing that by
Okay,
me.
3d4 plus 3.
Right, so it's the 3d4. 10.
Nice. Anything else? Bonus
Have
action.
I got my staff out at the moment? I have, haven't I? So I'll keep it at that. Yeah, done.
Can you cast magic missile with a staff and a shield out?
Have a look. Probably not, actually. Oh God, where's the feature? It's to do with the feet. Hang on, here we go.
Okay. Well, you sort that out, Mark. It's
Yeah.
Kairon's turn to come on, Lewis.
So what you're going to see now is you're going to see Kairon sprint up this one here.
Yeah.
And with advantage, he's going to attack with his short sword.
Yeah.
17.
17 hits. Your damage.
So 5 points of slashing damage, and I
No,
still
I
get my
can't.
Hunter's Mark damage on top.
Okay.
Before. So 9.
It's not quite dead. It's so close. Anything else?
It also now has the Vex mastery.
Yeah.
Dave, I couldn't have cast magic missile, so I'll have to make a melee attack instead. So
You can drop your oh.
I've missed.
All right. Okay. I'll heal it 10.
Yeah.
What does Vex do?
I get advantage on it.
You get advantage
next
on it.
turn.
It's anyone, isn't it?
No, just
Isn't
me.
it?
Oh, and if you hit a creature with sword and do damage to the creature, you have advantage on your next attack roll against that.
You have
Ah,
advantage
wicked.
on your next attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's got 3 targets now. What I'm going to say is, with the elf coming up behind, he's going to attack Kairon.
Yeah.
So the first attack is going to be a bite, which is 14 to hit Kairon. Misses. And then the second attack is going to be a 10. Also misses. Vorana. You right there, Mark?
Yeah, I'm talking to the buddy cattle. Or putty cattle. Oh,
I'm
did
going
that.
to go for a swing at Etacap 1.
Oh, on your little bugger.
Okay.
And hopefully cleave.
Okay. 18 hits.
Come on, Sammi. Let's give it something to think about,
Oh,
something to worry about.
14.
14. Max damage. It's severely injured. And your cleave.
My cleave, I would like to go and cleave to Etacap 2. If we hit.
Come on.
23.
23 hits.
Nice.
So then that's just a d12. 8.
8's not quite enough to kill it, but it's a lot of damage, Sammi.
Oh.
That takes us to Etacap 1, who is going to retaliate against you. So you didn't go reckless that time, so it's just a normal attack against you.
No, I did.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
In which case, it's going to hit with 21.
Yeah.
So that's 4 points of piercing damage and 3 points of poison.
Would that be
And
1
the
or 2 days?
second attack is 18 to hit.
That's yes.
Yes. 5 points of slashing damage.
Just up.
Oh, pitch.
So Orb's going to move next there, and it's going to shoot its
Load.
holy word. Thank you, Mark.
Never known it called that before.
15 hits the Ettercap for 5 points of damage. It was on 3, so Orb is going to kill what?
Oh. Go on, lad.
Damage. So again, its light is almost out. It's on the verge of becoming an X-Orb as its last effort shoots this red ray towards the Ettercap. As the unicorn will cast. Oh, wait a minute! How many times a day can it do it?
Smells like bum.
3 times per day. So it's going to be another Cure Wounds on Orb,
Well,
which will be +3. Oh God, it's only 5. It's better than nothing.
there ought to be a spell called Liqueur Wounds, where it just turns your injuries into like Southern Comfort or something. That'd be good.
And then Heirnrich's turn, as you've got 1 left.
Right, and it's not within 5 feet of me, so I'm going to run like a bar steward all the way over there.
Yeah.
Then bonus action, draw my gun. I'm going to shoot it in the face.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh my God, 13.
13 is exactly what you need to hit.
So damage is minimum damage 7.
Why? That's +6. That's a lot of damage, isn't it?
It's +1 because of the infusion, +4 because of my intelligence, and +2 because of proficiency bonus.
Yeah, you don't get proficiency bonus on damage, do you? Unless it's a true strike.
Not on damage. So hang on, so 6.
Yeah, we might need to check that, Mark. So
Hang on, I'll
Kairon's
check it now.
turn.
Yeah, I think it should be 5. I think it should be +5.
I think it should be 4.
No, because it's a +1 pistol.
Ah, okay. Right. Go on, Luke.
Bonus action.
Sorry.
Mark.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think you
So
are
attacking
right.
with
Let me
advantage.
get that checked out.
13.
I blame you for that, Dave.
13 is
not your
exactly what you need.
Damage down.
5 plus 2. Oh, 4 round from me. Yeah, 2 points.
Yeah, 7. Okay.
Yeah, I did 1 less damage there, Dave.
Gotcha.
Just so you guess you knew.
Okay. Yeah.
I have amended.
So Vorana's turn. You are flanking, Sammi.
Oh, it's not bad.
At the end of Kieran's turn, you're gonna get the unicorn's blessing. PP. And it's gonna give you 15 temporary hit points and an AC increase of 2.
God damn!
God damn! And you've got your full turn.
15.
Yeah.
So now.
I did look back and I did say reckless, but I didn't actually roll for reckless on my last turn.
Okay, right.
I'm a naughty person. So I'm going to try it this time.
You're already flanking.
Roll.
Yeah.
Oh, so I don't need it.
No. Well, you're rolling with advantage anyway, so might as well take advantage of that.
That's fair.
Come on.
21
hits.
Yeah.
11.
11. It's not enough. Anything else?
Can I cleave? No, I can't cleave.
You can't. Everything else is dead.
Oh.
Woke up this morning, smelled some poo.
You
Bonus
right there,
action,
Mark?
2-weapon fighting.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Does that mean I can make another attack?
Not with a two-handed weapon.
Or is
you
that
can't,
if
no.
I was like... No, that's
if
fine.
you dual wield it, yeah. So the Ettercap is going to make attacks against Kairon. Because Kairon is far too sparkly for my liking. 18.
Hits.
Okay. That's going to be 7 points of piercing damage, 3 points of poison damage, and you have the poisoned condition until the start of the Ettercap's next turn, which is what we've got with Vorana as well, but we'll skirt over that. Second attack against Kairon is going to be a 15 to hit. That misses. Orb's turn. Orb for the win.
Go
Little
on, Dave.
fluffy clouds.
14 hits.
Go on, Dave.
Go on up.
It's
Yes,
on
Dave.
6. Orb's done 7.
Yeah. Orb
So
death.
now you're going to see as it's been revitalized by this radiant healing from Luna, from the unicorn, as the horn touches the orb's going to start flashing and spinning, and it culminates in this shot of radiant energy, which takes the last Ettercap down, as Orb then drops to the floor, just completely exhausted. So we're almost at 11 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. So what we'll
I got
do?
carried away. I didn't even realise it was that late.
what we'll do is, because I want to get into this as soon as humanly possible, is we'll finish the session exactly there, and we'll pick up with discussing things with Luna next time. That's all right.
Yeah, defo. Now I've seen the time. I'm going to burger off.
Yes,
thank you
I'm gonna turn
all
this off.
very much again.